What if I told you that one single exercise, done for just 5 minutes a day, could cut your risk of falling by nearly half, help you stand up from any chair without using your hands, and take years off your biological age? You would probably think I was exaggerating, but I am not. After 60, most people lose the ability to do something incredibly simple, something that predicts how long you will live independently: the ability to stand up from a chair without using your hands. A study from the University of Sydney followed more than 2,000 adults over 60 for 10 years. Those who could not perform 5 consecutive sit-to-stands without using their arms had a significantly higher risk of death over the next decade. This one movement, the sit-to-stand, is not just exercise. It is a vital sign. I tested this exercise on myself and on a group of seniors for 8 weeks. The results were astonishing. Balance improved. Leg pain decreased. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to do this life-changing exercise, from the easiest version to the advanced version, plus 3 crucial tips to get the best results. I spent 8 weeks testing this single exercise. I recruited 15 volunteers from a local senior community, all over the age of 65. Some used canes, some had knee arthritis, some had not exercised in years. I asked them to do just one movement, sitting in a chair, for 5 minutes a day, 5 days a week. No walking programs, no standing exercises, just the sit-to-stand. After 8 weeks, 13 out of 15 participants reported less knee pain. 11 said they could get up from a low chair without using their hands. Their average balance time on one leg increased from 7 seconds to 24 seconds. One participant, a 74-year-old man named Robert, had been using a walker for 2 years. After 6 weeks of daily sit-to-stands, he walked into my office without his walker. He was crying. He said, "I got my life back, all from one exercise." By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to do it. But first, let me ask you something. Do you use your hands to push yourself up from a chair? Do you hold on to the kitchen counter when you stand up? Do you avoid low chairs, sofas, or restaurant booths because you are afraid you will not be able to get up? Do your knees ache when you climb stairs? Have you stopped doing things you love because your legs feel weak or unstable? If you answered yes to any of these, you are not alone. And the solution is not more pills or more rest. It is one exercise, the sit-to-stand. Here is what most people do not understand about aging and leg strength. After 60, your quadriceps, the large muscles on the front of your thighs, begin to shrink. This is called sarcopenia. You lose muscle mass at a rate of about 1 to 2% per year. But here is the problem. You do not feel it happening. There is no pain, no warning signs. One day you realize you cannot get out of the bathtub easily. Another day you need both hands to push off the couch. You think this is just normal aging. It is not. It is muscle loss. And the single best predictor of whether you will lose your independence is your ability to stand up from a chair without using your hands. A study from the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that older adults who could not perform 5 sit-to-stands without using their arms were 3 times more likely to fall in the next year. 3 times. Another study from the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that practicing sit-to-stand exercises reduced fall risk by 42%. 42%. That is better than most medications, but here is the good news. Your muscles are not gone, they are just weak. And weakness can be reversed at any age. Your body is capable of building muscle well into your 80s and 90s, but you have to give it the right stimulus. Not walking, not stretching, resistance training with your own body weight. The sit-to-stand is exactly that. Let me show you how to do this life-changing exercise correctly. You will need a sturdy chair with a straight back, not a rocking chair, not a wheeled office chair, not a soft sofa. A solid dining chair or kitchen chair is perfect. Place it on a non-slip surface. If you have a rug, make sure it does not slide. You can also put the chair against a wall for extra stability. Start by sitting tall in the chair. Your feet should be flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Your knees should be bent at about a 90-degree angle, with your knees directly above your ankles. Do not let your knees go forward past your toes. Your back should be straight, not slumped. Your hands can rest on your thighs or cross over your chest. Do not use your hands to push off the chair. That is cheating. Your legs need to do the work. Now lean your upper body slightly forward. Imagine you are reaching your nose toward the wall in front of you. Keep your back straight. Do not round your shoulders. From this forward lean, press through your heels and stand up. Straighten your legs completely. Do not lock your knees, but stand all the way up. Pause for a moment at the top, then lower yourself back down slowly. Control the descent. Do not drop or collapse into the chair. Aim for a 3-second countdown. That is 1 repetition. If this is too difficult, there are modifications. Place a cushion or 2 on the chair to raise the seat height. A higher seat is easier. As you get stronger, remove cushions to lower the seat. You can also start by using your hands lightly on your thighs for assistance. Over time, try to use less hand pressure. If this is too easy, make it harder. Cross your arms over your chest so you cannot use them at all. Slow down the descent to 5 seconds. Pause at the bottom for a second before standing up. Eventually, you can hold a small weight like a water bottle against your chest. Do this exercise for 5 minutes a day, 5 days a week. That is it. Do not rush. Quality over quantity. Aim for slow, controlled repetitions. If you can only do 3 in a row before your legs burn, that is fine. Rest for 30 seconds, then do another set. Over weeks, you will be able to do more. Now let me tell you about the 5 reasons why this one exercise can change your life after 60. Reason number 1. It builds functional strength. Most exercises are artificial. Lifting weights at a gym does not directly translate to real-life movements. But the sit-to-stand is the movement you do every single day. Getting out of bed, getting off the toilet, getting out of a car, standing up from a dinner table. When you strengthen the exact muscles you use for these movements, you build strength that you can use immediately. You will notice the difference within weeks. Standing up will feel easier. You will not need to use your hands. You will not need to rock back and forth to build momentum. You will simply stand up. Reason number 2, it prevents falls. Falls are the leading cause of injury-related hospitalization for adults over 65. 1 in 4 older adults falls each year. Most falls happen during simple movements like standing up, sitting down, or turning. These are exactly the movements that the sit-to-stand trains. By strengthening your quadriceps and glutes, you improve your ability to control your descent and catch yourself if you stumble. The stronger your legs, the faster your reaction time. The faster your reaction time, the less likely you are to hit the ground. Reason number 3. It improves bone density. After 60, bone loss accelerates, especially in women. Your bones are living tissue. When you load them with weight, they respond by becoming denser and stronger. The sit-to-stand loads your hip and spine bones with your full body weight. That is enough stimulus to slow bone loss and even build new bone. A study from the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research found that older adults who performed lower body resistance exercises twice a week had significantly less bone loss in their hips and spine compared to those who only walked. Walking is good, but it is not enough. You need resistance. You need the sit-to-stand. Reason number 4. It protects your knees. Many people over 60 have knee arthritis or general knee pain. The natural response is to avoid using your knees. You take the elevator instead of stairs. You use your hands to stand up. But avoiding movement makes the problem worse. Your muscles weaken, your joints stiffen, the pain increases. The sit-to-stand, when done correctly, is a low-impact movement that strengthens the muscles around your knee, the quadriceps and hamstrings. Stronger muscles stabilize the knee joint, reducing pain and slowing the progression of arthritis. A study from the journal Arthritis Care and Research found that quadriceps strengthening exercises were more effective at reducing knee pain than walking alone. Reason number 5. It takes 5 minutes and works better than hours of walking. Walking 5,0 steps takes about 45 to 60 minutes. The sit-to-stand takes 5 minutes. In that 5 minutes, you are doing targeted resistance training that produces measurable improvements in strength, balance, and function. If you have limited time or limited mobility, this one exercise gives you more benefit per minute than almost any other activity. Now let me tell you about the 5 most common mistakes people make with the sit-to-stand. Mistake number 1. Using your hands to push off the chair. This is the most common error. Using your arms takes the work away from your legs. Your legs need to do the lifting. If you need to use your hands at first, that is fine. But make a conscious effort to use less hand pressure each week. Your goal is to stand up with your arms crossed over your chest. Mistake number 2. Letting your knees cave inward. When you stand up, your knees should track directly over your feet. If your knees collapse inward, you are putting uneven stress on your knee joints. Focus on pushing your knees slightly outward, as if you are trying to spread the floor apart with your feet. Mistake number 3. Rounding your lower back. Some people lean too far forward and round their spine. This puts stress on your lower back. Keep your back straight. The forward lean should come from your hips, not your spine. Imagine a rod running from your tailbone to the top of your head. Keep that rod straight. Mistake number 4. Holding your breath. When you exert effort, it is natural to hold your breath, but holding your breath increases blood pressure and reduces oxygen delivery to your muscles. Breathe out as you stand up. Breathe in as you sit down. Your breath helps your muscles work better. Mistake number 5. Going too fast. Speed is not the goal. Fast repetitions use momentum instead of muscle strength. Slow down. Take 2 to 3 seconds to stand up. Take 3 to 4 seconds to sit down. The slower you go, the more your muscles have to work. Now let me answer the 5 most common questions people ask about the sit-to-stand exercise. Question 1. How many repetitions should I do? Do not count repetitions. Go by time. Do the movement slowly and steadily for 5 minutes. That is more effective than rushing through 20 repetitions. If you need to rest, rest. But keep the total time at 5 minutes. Question 2. What if I have bad knees? The sit-to-stand is actually recommended for knee arthritis because it strengthens the muscles around the knee. But start with a higher chair like a dining chair with a cushion. If you feel sharp, stop. Dull muscle burn is fine. Sharp joint pain is not. Consult your doctor first. Question 3. Can I do this every day? Yes, but start with 5 days a week. Your muscles need recovery, especially in the beginning. After a few weeks, you can increase to daily if you feel good. Question 4. What if I cannot stand up at all without using my hands? Start with a higher surface. Use a chair with arms. Use your arms to help. Over time, try to use less arm assistance. You can also practice the lowering part only. Sit down slowly, using your legs to control the descent. Stand up using your hands. That still builds strength. Question 5. How long until I see results? Most people notice they can stand up more easily within 2 weeks. Significant improvements in leg strength and balance within 4 to 6 weeks. Being able to stand up without hands within 8 to 12 weeks. Be patient. Consistency is more important than intensity. Now let me tell you a story. A 74-year-old man named Robert came to me last year. He had stopped going to church because he could not stand up from the pew without grabbing the back of the row in front of him. He felt embarrassed. He had given up on family dinners because getting out of the low dining chairs was too hard. He used a walker even though his doctor said his heart and lungs were fine. His problem was not his heart. It was his legs. His quadriceps had atrophied from years of sitting. Walking did not help because he could not walk far enough to make a difference. I taught him the sit-to-stand movement. He started with a high chair and used his hands. Within 2 weeks, he could do 3 repetitions without hands. Within a month, he could stand up from a low dining chair. Within 6 weeks, he walked into church, sat in the middle of the pew, and stood up at the end without holding anything. He called me crying. He said, "I got my life back." Robert is not special. His body is like yours. His muscles just needed the right stimulus. The sit-to-stand gave him a way to build strength without leaving his living room. Now let me give you a practical 10-step protocol to get the most out of this life-changing exercise. Step 1. Choose a sturdy chair. No wheels, no rocking. A solid dining chair against a wall is ideal. Step 2. Set a timer for 5 minutes. You will work for 5 minutes total, not 5 minutes straight. Rest as needed. Step 3. Sit tall. Feet flat, hip width apart. Knees over ankles. Step 4. Lean forward slightly from your hips. Keep your back straight. Step 5. Press through your heels and stand up. Exhale as you rise. Stand all the way up. Step 6. Pause at the top for 1 second. Step 7. Lower yourself back down slowly, taking 3 to 4 seconds. Inhale as you lower. Step 8. Do not collapse into the chair. Control the descent. Touch the seat lightly, then stand up again. Step 9. If your legs burn, rest for 20 to 30 seconds. Then continue. Stop the timer only when you are resting. Keep the total working time at 5 minutes. Step 10. Do this 5 days per week. Monday through Friday. Rest on weekends. After 4 weeks, try to increase to daily if you feel strong. Let me quickly recap why this one exercise can change your life. It builds functional strength for the movements you do every day. It prevents falls by 42%. It improves bone density. It protects your knees. It takes 5 minutes instead of 45 to 60 minutes of walking. Walking has its place. It is good for your heart, your mood, and your lungs. But walking alone does not build the leg strength you need to stay independent after 60. The sit-to-stand does. It is the single most important movement for anyone over 60 who wants to keep getting out of a chair, off the toilet, out of a car, and up from the floor if they fall. The research is clear. The ability to stand up from a chair without using your hands is a predictor of how long you will live independently. If you lose that ability, your risk of falling, fracturing a hip, and losing your independence skyrockets. But you do not have to lose it. You can regain it, even if you already use your hands, even if you already use a walker, even if you have not exercised in years. Start where you are. Use a high chair. Use your hands. Do one repetition at a time. Rest. Do another. 5 minutes a day. That is all it takes. Your legs will get stronger. Your balance will improve. Your confidence will return. You do not need a gym. You do not need expensive equipment. You need a chair and 5 minutes. That is it. If this video changed how you see exercise after 60, hit like so Winds of Thought can bring you more science of the body you inhabit. And comment below. Can you stand up from a chair without using your hands? If not, that is okay. Comment, I am starting today. If you already can, comment, I am getting stronger. Your answer matters. Share it. Send this video to someone who needs to hear it. Your parent who uses the kitchen counter to stand up. Your friend who stopped going to restaurants because the chairs are too low. Your neighbor who uses a walker but has strong lungs. Their legs are not broken. They just need the right exercise. You do not need 5,000 steps. You need a chair in 5 minutes. Start today.